Happy Tuesday, AP Latin students. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to go over 5.41 today. Okay. So then the leaders and the chiefs of the Nervii who had some right to approach for an interview, or as your book translates, some plausible grounds for an interview. So who had some plausible grounds for an interview and a cause for friendship with Cicero, say that they wish to have a conference or to speak together. Okay, so you've got a couple nice objective genitives there. So ceremonies, which is that approach or plausible grounds for an interview. That would be the genitive. And then makitiai would also be another good genitive there. With Cicero, nice ablative of accompaniment. Okay. And then the next bit here. With the permission granted, they mention the same things which Ambiorix had discussed with Sabinus. Okay, so nice ablative absolute starting things off. And then we get indirect statement that all Gaul is in arms, that the Germans have crossed the Rhine, that the winter camps of Caesar and the remaining, basically, and the other guys, that the winter camps of Caesar and the remaining are besieged or are attacked. Okay? And your book points out nice use of tenses on the infinitives. So what's going on right now, all Gauls in arms, the winter camps are under attack. And then you've got that perfect tense indicating the Germans have crossed the Rhine, so that's already completed. Okay. They also add about the death of Sabinus. Okay. They they show Ambiorix for the sake of convincing. Okay. Or showing, another way here, showing their good faith, for the sake of showing their good faith. Okay? So they kind of set him up as, hey, look at him. You should believe us. All right? And then next page here, Dekunt, they say that they are wandering, that they are mistaken. Okay, and the they here, the Aos is referring to the Romans. So they say that they are mistaken if they hope or anticipate any help from these who despair of or distrust of their own things, their own affairs, or another way, their own safety. Okay. Continuing on, indirect statement. That they, however, and the they here is referring to the Nervii. So that they, however, are of this spirit, of this disposition, that they are of this spirit towards Cicero and the Roman people. Okay, and then you get a result clause that they refuse or deny, they refuse nothing except winter quarters, and that so that they refuse nothing but except winter quarters, and that they do not wish this custom to become established or to grow old. Okay, so in other words, they don't really have any objection to the Romans per se, but they don't want the Romans having a standing army in their homeland. Okay, and then continuing on the indirect statement, that it is permitted for those men, which is referring to the Romans, permitted for those men to leave from their winter camp unharmed, and then per se on their authority, referring to the Nervii. All right, so basically we're letting you guys go because this is our land, so we're gonna kind of allow you to go safely away. Okay, so that is permitted for those men to leave unhurt from their winter camp on their own authority, and to set forth without fear into whatever parts they wish. Okay. So you got a lot of nice things going on here. A lot of indirect statement. You also have some conditions in the indirect statement. You've got an indirect question there at the end with into whatever parts they wish. So a lot of nice things. Oh, you had that result clause I mentioned earlier as well. So a lot of fun stuff going on there. All right. And then the last page here. Cicero responded only one thing to these, okay, and to these things that the Nervii have told him. And then indirect statement that it was not the custom of the Roman people to accept a condition from an armed enemy. Oh snap. If they wish to leave from their arms, they may use him as a helper and may send ambassadors to Caesar. Okay? And then that, a kind of indirect statement again, that he hoped that they would obtain what they sought, and then through or because of his Justitia, because of his justice. Okay, and they're referring to Caesar's justice. So it's basically, he's like, I hope you guys get what you're looking for from Caesar. Okay. So Cicero there answers. He's got a good solid answer. He's like, we're put your arms down, then we can have a discussion here. But I'm not gonna make conditions and terms with you while you're armed in front of me. All right. So he's a wise feller here. All right. So that's 541. Let me know if you have any questions on it. Okay. We'll do 542 for tomorrow. It's a little bit of a shorter section. And then remember, we'll be having a test